Hello everyone. Today we are gonna work and create homework 4. This part, which we call it cage. This part is gonna be used in a ball bearing to hold the balls in the bearing. And when we look at the part like this here, we you're gonna say, okay, how we are gonna do this, right? Some parts it is better to use. We have the whole body, and then start removing the material to achieve the part that we are looking for, instead of having small blocks and add the material together. We are gonna have a whole body and start removing the material to get this shape here, right? And this is one of them. The geometry that is provided here, all of these dimensions, uh, that's the way that we can create that. Okay, that we have a solid bulk part and start removing the material to reach that, right? Now then the question is going to be, okay, we are going to start with a bulk shape, right? What is going to be the bulk shape we should start to be able to create a part like this, right? Now when we look at this ring from the front view, right, we see the outer diameter is 94, the inner diameter is 86. Right now if you have a sketch in the front plane with 94 and 86, and then we extrude it by how much? Here we see that we need at least 12 here for this, plus the thickness of this cage, which is a uniform thickness of 1.5 millimeters. When we add them together, it's going to be 13.5 millimeters, right? And this is the minimum. We can have more, uh, but that's the minimum thing that we need to have here. Okay. Then as the first step, I'm going to create this ring here, 94 by 86, this ring in the front plane, and extruded by the 13.5. I'm going to put 15 millimeters. Let's go to SolidWorks. Let's go to the new part here. I'm gonna go to the front plane, right? This circle is gonna be 94. That's the radius of that. Let's draw another circle. 86 divided by 2. Good. And then we go to features, extrude this. And this is gonna be 15 here. Okay. Now we are gonna ask ourselves, okay, when we have this model, right? Now the question that we are gonna ask, okay, how we can make this here, right? What we see here, we have these shapes here, right? What we have here, we have one of these, where you see that here from the side view, this like the semicircle here, right? From the top view, we see the same thing, right? Now, and how many of them we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of these here, right? If we create one of these shapes, right, that we see here, right, in the top view, we see it in the right view. If we do one of them, we can use the circular pattern to create the rest of them. Okay. The holes is going to be the same. We create one of them, extrude cut, and do that. Let's do this one first here, right? And then when maybe someone says, okay, how we can have this shape here? How about the back of that? The thing is, this has a uniform thickness. When we have a part which is gonna have a little bit complicated shape, but it has a uniform thickness like this, we can use the shell feature to do that, right? Therefore, now for this one here, first of all, then what we are going to do, we are going to cut one of these here using, I'm going to use a revolve cut, right? And then use the circular pattern to create the rest of them. Then what we will do here, we are going to use the shell feature to remove the material to have a uniform thickness of 1.5. And in the end, we are going to create one of these holes here, right? Let's zoom in here. One of these here, right, which is the dimension of that. Extrude cut and use the circular pattern to create the rest. Okay. Now let's go back. Now here, when we look at that, the radius of this is going to be 12, right? Now, if we create a semicircle on the front plane and revolve cut, we will be able to remove this material. Let's show you how we can do that. I'm going to go to this face. Okay, Control 8. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the draw a center line here. Okay, now what I'm going to draw a circle here. This is going to be the radius of 12. Now the distance of this should be from the center to the center, should be exactly in the middle of these two here, right? How much is that? We can go back to the drawing. We see that this is going to be go through the center, right? The middle of that is 90. It's going to be, then the distance here is going to be 45. Okay, what we need here, we need a semicircle, right? Then I'm going to draw a solid line here. And then what I will do, that is going to be the trim this. Okay, click OK. Now, if you revolve cut this circle around this axis, you will get that shape. Go to Features, Revolve Cut. Okay, now this is one of them. How many more we need? We need a total of 8 using the circular pattern, right? We go to the circular pattern. We are going to have a total of 8. The feature is going to revolve cut. The direction, we are going to use the inner or outer circle here. This is the direction here. Equal spacing, 360 degrees, 8 of them in total. See the shape here? Now, let's turn off all of these planes here. Now, the question is going to be how we can do this is here. Okay, how we can get this? Okay, we're going to use the shell feature to have this uniform thickness here, right, of 1.5. For that, we go to the shell feature here. Okay, the thickness is going to be 1.5. Now we need to select the faces that we want to remove the material from them to reach this 1.5. One of those faces is going to be this. Other face is going to be this. And another is going to be this one. The one that we have not selected, right, this one, we are going to leave the material there. We don't want to remove all of the material there, right? And that's the only face that we are not selecting. We select these 3 faces, here, here, and on the back, and then click OK. Good. Okay, the last thing here is going to be this hole. There is going to be, we select, go to the front plane, right? Make a sketch on this. Okay, we go to the draw a center line here, one vertical. Let's draw another one here. Okay, the angle between these two lines are going to be 22.5. This is going to be 22.5. Okay, now we need to draw a circle there. Is going to be in this line here. How much is going to be diameter of 2 millimeters, right? Diameter here is going to be 2. This is going to be 1. Okay. Okay, and then close this sketch. Alright, and then we are going to do an extruded cut here. Through all, click OK. Now we are going to do another circular pattern here. To do this, this is going to be this feature extruded cut. No, we did this. Remove that. This is going to be extruded cut. Yeah, it's going to be this one here. That's correct. The direction is going to be this way. 8 of them, equal spacing, right? Close that. Good. I think this is the whole part. You need to save this. I'm gonna call this cage. Okay, gonna go to file, make drawing from part. This is gonna be the front view. It's gonna be right view. It's gonna be isometric view. The scale here is 2 to 3, right? 2 to 3. Okay, and now let's do the dimensions here. Annotations, smart dimension. Okay, we are going to change these to the diameter. Okay. And this last one here. Okay. Now when we've done this here, what is left here? The only, okay, we can add the notes here about the mass here, adding a note here using these notes here, right? We can add notes, right? One note here, right? We are gonna have another note here regarding for mass, right? Assigning the material and mass. What's important here, this dimension of this 12, right? If we are not able to do that, which we cannot, we can for this one, we have to need to make these exceptions and use this note here, add the dimension here. It's not we typically do, but I don't know why SolidWorks doesn't put a dimension. I don't know, maybe you can try it. If you couldn't, then you can use this, right? Here, let's try that dimension here. I think one time I was able to do that in this. Oh no, not the 1, the 12 one. Okay, anyway, then you can use another note here for the radius of this. Okay. And then again, the thickness here, I think we can add this. There was no issue with that. We add the thickness here. Okay, this is going to be 1.5. It's a uniform thickness of 1.5. We will add these notes here. Make sure we add the notes here. What else here? We have this dimension. Okay. And what is going to happen here? We have this. Dimension text, yeah, this here. This is 25.5 degrees angle. What else here? This is, we have all of the 12 here, there, and the 12 here, and this. Okay, good. We're good. Alright, just the only thing is left is the hidden lines here. We want to show the hidden lines. Select this view. Going down, and hidden lines. Good. And what else here? Sorry. Okay, we're good here. We add the material, mass, and these notes here, and okay, this is the process how to create this part. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you so much, and oh, yeah, that's gonna be done. We save it as a PDF. Okay.